Good evening, because it's after 5 o'clock. So, good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? All right, it's later than I anticipated going live, but honey, we are here. We are live. And we're gonna get this done. Now, I do have it's gonna run into a different project I had to do because I had to help my mom with something. So we're going to get this going, and so we're going to get this going, go through making the bookmarks, a couple different tips and tricks and things like that. And then I have to go and finish something for Mother Dearest. Okay, 1 second. Gotta move the heat tape so I can push my camera back and I can get to my keyboard because I couldn't get to my keyboard. How is everyone doing? I know it's like a really odd time of the day, but we are going to get it done. All right. It is day 4. We are doing custom bookmarks. And I almost forgot a very important piece. My laminate pouches. Where did they go? Oh, snap. That is a very, 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 very important part of this project. Oh, here they are. All right, I had to grab my laminate pouches. I know there are a lot of comments here, but most of those are from earlier. So I know some of you guys are not still on right now. So for those of you who are watching right now, if you can go ahead and check in, drop a hey, how you doing? And all right, hold on. There we go. So yeah, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know you are watching. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Actually, let me check my audio because, okay, good. It's on the right microphone. Perfect. All right. Don't need any audio issues. I think Patrice was going to try and come on with that. I was going to go earlier, but I'm a little late. I didn't even get to send her the link, but that's okay. I was supposed to have a video that dropped before this, but we're just going to go through it here on the live broadcast. I'm just going to go through everything. I will still have a separate video for I'll have a separate video for the word art and what I'm going to do with that. So don't worry about that. We'll have a totally separate video. I will repost it. All right. So if you guys could do me a favor and share this broadcast out, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. How are you all doing? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. She says, so glad we are doing this loud and clear. Hey, 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 hello again. Sorry I made you take a break and then I end up not going live. I saw your comment saying you were taking a break for that live. So I apologize. Hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Jamila, how you doing? Miss Frazier. Yes, all kinks were worked out. Yep, got everything fixed. Everyone, hey, she's asking a question. Is everyone ready to learn? Hi, Denise. I'm here. All righty. So as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to learn how to make bookmarks, both print and cut and sublimation. All right. So we're going to jump right into this after a 30-second break. All right, y'all. Welcome back. And today is day 4 of Silaholics Anonymous. Yes. Okay, Pa, you gotta go back there with Daddy and Grandma. Don't pull that down. That's hot. Close the door. Thank you. Another reason I wanted to do it at 12 is why he was still at camp. But it is day 4 of Silaholics Anonymous Craft Month, or Silaholics Anonymous Crafty Business Awareness Month. I created a whole month about my business and the fact that I like to teach you guys how to utilize Silhouette Studio, how to create different craft items and just different things with it, whether you are truly a crafter at heart or you are using these crafts to start, build, expand your business. I do this via live Q&As, tutorials via YouTube, live classes, master classes, and things of that nature. We are also the home and the parent company of the Honestly Speaking product line, which currently carries the best sublimation ink, the game changer sublimation paper, pigment ink. We have cartridges for a lot of the popular workforce printers, the 252 cartridges. We also have the 812, which is for the newer Epson printers, the 7820 and the 7840. They come with chips on them. We also sell the additional chips. We sell chip resetters for the 252 cartridges. It can also be used on like the Expressions and some other ones. We also have like HS Ink Digital, and we sell files and things like that. 1 second. Sorry, I had it. The air conditioner made it pop open, so I had to have MJ close and lock my door. But we have a lot of. But we have a lot of different items on the website. If you have not checked out our website yet, make sure that you click on the link that is in the description before you leave or as soon as you leave, and check out our website, shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. You can get access to our templates. Oh, we also have heat tape. So you can get access to our templates. You can get access to various classes from here, or go straight to the Academy site. If you purchase any classes from the shop site, you can use Shop Pay and break it up into 4 payments. And then some of the templates and things are here. Right now, I'm not booking one-on-one sessions for the month of August because I'm like super, super busy with this whole, month. Color charts, essential to anyone that does any printing, not just for sublimation. Any printing that you do, you want to have color charts. I'm going to make that bigger. So you want to have color charts and utilize those to make sure that your color output comes out as expected. We also have one that's for skin tones to help with that. And you're going to see me use this today. I keep forgetting to add my new colors to it. So you guys, if you already have this, you should get an updated email once I add them. These are my fade masks. You're going to see me use these today. They really help with creating. It's kind of like a gradient, but not quite, because gradients will start to really mix colors, and this makes them where it's not so much of a mixture. So this is here on the site. It's a part of our essential. So there's a lot of resources on our site. All right. This month is all about crafting. So if you haven't seen the calendar, you can go to our Instagram, any of our Facebook pages. It's also posted on our YouTube channels, both Honestly Speaking as well as Silaholics Anonymous. This week is Paper Week. Next week is Vinyl Week, T-shirt Week, Sublimation Week, and then Party Favors. there might be another change because yesterday I told y'all I only had so many of the magnets and I was supposed to order them this morning. And to get them the same day, I had to order them at a certain time. And then with the whole appointment thing, I completely forgot. So they're not going to be here until tomorrow, but they may not be here in time tomorrow. So because this one doesn't require it, I'm going to switch these two. I'm going to probably put out an updated calendar here on our social media because I'm going to switch these. So I'm going to make this one explosion boxes and make this one 3D boxes. The only thing is the explosion boxes will still be at 12. I don't want to make it at 7 because Patrice from Craftable Things comes on at 7 o'clock. And I like to watch her. And she's going to have a special guest. It's not me, but she's going to have a special guest this week. So I don't want to miss her live broadcast. So it will switch, but the times will not switch. It'll still be explosion boxes at 12 noon. So if you're on the East Coast, maybe that's like your lunch break. West Coast, you're probably what, 8, 9, 10, or 9, 10, 11, 12. So like 9 o'clock, probably, you know, just rolling into work. But I will switch the projects because my magnets will be in tomorrow, but I'm not sure what time Amazon will be here tomorrow. All right, but that's just a look at the calendar. And the 28th is HS Ink Day. That is the day that we officially launched our product line to the world that we have been working on for so long. We announced it to the world on August 28th. That is also our 1-year anniversary. And that is Honestly Speaking Day. That is going to be a day full of all sorts of things from sublimation to print and cut. So some of the things that I couldn't squeeze in here, it's going to be on that day. It's like a lot of stuff that I love to do, like my cheer bows and all sorts of kind of good things on that day. So if you haven't checked out the calendar, definitely go back to our Facebook and YouTube. I will have an updated calendar that will correct some of these, like some of the things that are going to be switched around. All right. So, nope, you didn't miss it. I don't delete messages, so no, that was not me. She says, I'm in the ads joyfully. Thank you for watching the ads. By now, you're probably inside because that was at 44. So maybe you're back here now. All right. So like I said, we're going to do some print and cut bookmarks. We're also going to do some sublimation ones on glitter and also laminated cardstock as well. We're going to do a couple different ones. We're going to use the Crocodile Big Bites. So these are from We Are Memory Keepers. They have one that is smaller, but I like this one. To me, it's just a lot more convenient. So it is from We Are Memory Keepers, and it is the Crocodile Big Bite. I'm also going to use We Are Memories. I be doing a whole lot of promo for a whole lot of folk. They need to give me some they need to contact me too, because almost everything I used yesterday was We Are Memory Keepers. My scoreboard was We Are Memories Keepers and all that. I got a lot of We Are Memories Keepers stuff. But this is also a crocodile. It's just like all the ones that are like this. But this is a corner chomper. But it's to create corners on your papers. So you're going to see a full-on demo of this. But it's to round off your corners. So one of them, we're just going to do it square, and then we're going to round off the corners with this. So if you don't have a cutter, you can do just straight cuts, like just cut them yourself and make it look rounded by crimping them. All right. Well, not crimping them, doing the little corners on it. All right. So yeah, that's that. First things first, we are going to do what was supposed to be the premiere video. There we go. It was supposed to be the premiere video before this, and that is using who do folks call? Word art. There we go. I was like, what the heck? I had a whole brain freeze. So we're going to use word art right now. All right. I just want to make sure that was still, because it was looking crazy. So we're going to use word art. All right. If you don't know what word art is, that's where I'm going to share my screen again. Can you sub on faux leather? If it's made of poly, then yes. And she says, I've been thinking about bookmarks lately. It's back to school time, so it's great. I'm actually going to make some, not now, but you guys will see it. I have to figure out what's like the key things for MJ for the 5th grade, and I'm going to make him some. I know I want one with the timetables that he struggles with. I want to make him a bookmark with those on it. Whatever like key things, like let's say if like last year was always with stories and like main ideas or God, I can't think now. I can't think of all the stuff, but it was like a certain things for like language arts and him needing to know what they are. Like I want to make him bookmarks with the things that he needs to remember for school. So I am working on those, trying to get all of the benchmarks for 5th grade so that I can make those for him. So they'll be like learning bookmarks. But as you can see here, I have word art at the top of this, and it has our tag, you know, my tagline, Incredible. And then it also has one that says inspirational, like inspirational. You know, I inspire folk. I've come to realize that you know, I tend to inspire a lot of people. So I added inspirational. And then there's another saying that goes with that. So we're going to do some things with that. This is my fade mask that I was talking about. So you see how all of this is all the way down here, but I can either put that to the top or the bottom, depending on where I want it. So I did it as one whole one, but then I can cover this up and it still fades off. I can see it a little bit here. So that's my fade mask that's on the site. It's a PNG fade mask. I'm telling y'all, it's amazing for things like that. So we're going to go through how to make this. All right. We're going to go over to word art. So let's go here and then let's go to word art. You can put in your words here. So for the one that I am doing, I had several like, okay, how can I put it? I can type in the words and then I can choose my color, like my style. So from not layout, from style, I can choose colors here and it will randomly kind of assign them. You can also, like if you wanted something a specific way, a specific color, you can use Excel so that you can copy all of the words that you need. When I made my word art for all, like for my Black Pledge and for, you know, where the stars are, it's the names of like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all of those. I put all of their names here because it was a lot easier to kind of like copy and paste or like put it from here. And then I took it from Excel and then put it over into word art. If you wanted specific colors, you can put this in here as well. So I have the color codes for like our branded stuff already in here. Now I could do it one of two ways. I can have it here and I can just copy this. So I'm going to do it that way. So we're going to copy and I'm going to come over here and where it says words, we're going to go to import. And right here, you would just paste. Oops, wait, let's see. Let's paste that. And then I'm going to import. Well, it says default because I don't think my font is there. No, it's not. So let me go back. I'm going to I'm just going to remove. Oh, come on. I'm going to remove them all because I forgot that it's a new web browser. So I have to bring in the font. All right. So I'm going to go down here to fonts and I'm going to go to add a font. If you did not know, you can add a font from your computer. So I'm just going to go here to Lemon Milk Bold and then go open. So now that is there. It's temporary. If you open up a new web browser, it's not going to be there. So now I'm going to go back up to Words. I'm going to go import, and I actually need it to be CVV format. And then we're going to go import. See, it brought in all of the colors already. I'm going to open up another one. So let's pull this one over here. And then on this one, we're going to go to Create Now. I'm going to go to Create. I can type in ink credible. Hold on. Oops, no, not inspirational. Inkspirational. And then for this one, I'm just going to type in HS ink. Now, if I go over here to default, you see this was a new window. Lemon Milk is not there. So I would have to go back in and add it. All right, so we're going to go back down to fonts. I'm going to go add, and then we're going to add, I'm just going to add this one medium so you can tell that there is a difference between them. All right, so when I go back to words, I can choose that font. I have specific colors for my brand. So on this one, I brought it in where those colors are already there. So if I just go visualize, see, it's going to fill that in. This is default, which that's because under the styles, those colors are there. I don't want to use those. So by putting colors here, it will overwrite anything that you have under style. So you're going to come to, I'm going to come back here to default, and I need to make that black. I need to change all of these to black where it says default because it didn't take my 000. I forgot to change the way that the Excel reads that column. All right, so now I'm going to go visual. Oh, see, it changed all of those to black. So now I'm going to go visualize again and see it will give me that font and things like that, right? So now if I go back over to the one that, where was that? Right here, I can go to style and I can choose certain colors. So I'm going to remove these and I'm going to put in the color code. So I'm going to come back to Excel just so that I can easily get my color code. So I'm going to go Control C, come back over to here, drop this in, and then hit add to palette, come back over to Excel, copy this color code, drop that in, add to palette, come back to yellow here to get my yellow color code, back over here, highlight it. I'm using Control V to paste it. You can also right click and paste it, and it tells you what that keyboard shortcut is. I love keyboard shortcuts in all programs, All right, so now there is my yellow, add to palette, and of course I need my black. I want that to be very black, and then there. So we're going to go ahead and close. So here is my custom color palette. So I go back up to words, it's there. I'm going to go visualize. It will still give me the same thing, but I had to go in and of course add those. I have my color palette and like my branded colors, I have them in a bunch of different places. So it was easier for me to just go to Excel because I actually have that stored and then just bring it all over versus going in and having to copy and paste. But you can do it either way. Okay, so we're just going to go back over to this one. You have a lot of different shapes here. But if you want it to be and like for it to fit a specific shape, we're going to go back to Silhouette Studio. Your bookmarks can be any size you want them to be. I'm just going to make a box here and I'm going to make the width on that. Let's just go with 2. And then the height is 7. You're going to fill that with color. Okay. If you have designer edition or if you have business edition, not designer edition, but if you have business edition, you can simply save this as a JPEG. So you would go File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, and I'm going to name this 2x7 bookmark template. All right. And then you want to go down here. Actually, I recommend that you change the type. I'm notorious for typing it in and then hitting enter. Then I just basically save the silhouette file. So I recommend that you come down here and change this to JPEG first. And then you're going to save. I'm going to come down here where I can easily find it. Go down there and I'm going to save it, right? And then we're just going to hit save. It doesn't really matter about that part. If you don't have business edition, I'm going to just put a white box here. All right. Send that to the back. I'm going to select them both and remove the line color. Kind of zoom in on this part so I can really like grab that area. I'm going to use my snipping tool. All right. I'm going to go new and I'm going to put my cursor. Well, you guys can't really see it, but I'm putting it right to the top of that rectangle and I'm bringing it down to the bottom of it. And that's what I have there. So you're going to save this. So I'm going to save this one as, I'm going to put it down here also. So capture, I'm just going to put capture bookmark 2x7. So I know it came from the snippet because, I mean, if you're already using, you just put, bookmark template, but of course I can't because it'll overwrite it. So it's a JPEG, right? So we're going to go save. We're then going to go back over here to word art. You're going to add image. Open from your computer. I'm going to go to template. Leave your threshold up so you can actually see it. And then you can either round them out. So edges, I kind of do like just do 0. And then we're going to go OK. And then when you go visualize, it's going to put it in that template. Now that was that one. If I go add image, open from library, this is the one that said capture. Open. It's there. Hit OK. I'm going to purposely go here first so you can see the heart. But now I'm going to go back to this one and visualize and see it's in that template. So if you don't want to have like especially for bookmarks, they don't really have anything that's like a regular, like just rectangle. Their shapes, if you go down to, I think this is like just shape. So they don't really have long rectangles and things like that. See, they have a square and you would end up making it where it's square. So by the time you stretch it, it's going to just be out of whack. So it's best if you take whatever you want to use and you make that template and you pull it in. So you just go to add image. So now you have your exact size and it's going to fit all within there. And then we're going to go back up to, well, not to words. We're going to now go to layout. And here is where you would choose how you want the layout to be. Whether it is horizontal, vertical, then you'll go visualize. It'll make it vertical. All right. You can do both. Positive slope, crossing words, random, dancing words. Okay. So you can do crossing words, horizontals. I mean, of course, any of these. You can also tell it how many you want it to have because you have a lot of really small words in here. So you can go to define, and we can leave it as auto. You can go keep as is. It's only going to do it based off of the number, like the exact number of words that you have up there. And then you're going to go to define, or you can go to define. We are team 365. So I'm going to take mine that I want 365 words within this. And then we're going to go visualize. Okay. So it will put it in all different types of like ways and based off of which one I choose. So if I go crossing words, visualize, and the number of smaller ones will be determined by that. If I do come down here and just do 107, hit visualize, I don't have as many small words in there. All right. So even though I like 365, I'm going to stick with this one. You can also go into edit. So like right here where there's not a lot of black, I could go back in and like change some of these to black. So I'm going to go again. Let's see if I can get a different mixture. So I still don't have, you can keep hitting visualize until you get like the mixture of colors that you want. Or, oh, I like that setup though. Or if you go to edit, you can click on certain ones and then change them to the color that you want. So let's just go black there, apply. I don't know why it's not showing me. All right, so I'm just going to click on it and hit apply just so that it can be in my color palette, because for some reason it's not showing it to me. All right, so let's say I wanted that one to be the magenta, apply. I want this one to be yellow. I can change that. Let's make this one black. Make this one magenta. So you can customize it. As much time as you want to spend on customizing it, you can customize it. If I wanted this one to be a lot bigger, like I want this to take up the whole space here, and I want everything else to fit around that, I'm going to put that there, and then we're going to lock that and go visualize again. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, I can't undo. Wait, undo. Unlock it. There we go. So let's unlock it and go visualize again. There we go. And now it will put everything around that. So that will stay. So if I wanted Incredible to be bigger and kind of come right here to HS Ink, and then let's go Inspirational, I want that to stay where it is. So we're going to have all of those unlocked. We're going to go visualize. Everything will adjust around those. All right, so those won't move. So we're going to go here. But I don't know, I saw something go behind it and I'm not sure why. All right, so undo. It normally doesn't go behind it. So let's visualize. Oh, come on. Undo. Oh, I didn't unlock it. I guess it's just because of how I spread it out. There's not enough room for that. So I'm going to just move. I may have to just take this down to like 104 and then visualize so that it's not so many words. See, now it's not that stayed up there. Let's see, maybe go down to like 93, visualize. All right, you need to be locked so that you can move. You need to be locked so you can move. There we go. Those were just locked in place, so they didn't move. But those are just ways that you can totally and completely customize it. So I'm going to take mine back up. I'm going to go. Oh, even if you go vertical, if certain things are unlocked, see, those stayed the other way and everything else went vertical. So if you have it unlocked, anything that's unlocked will stay, and then you visualize it and everything else will be around it. All right. Once you are ready to, you like how it is, you're ready to download it, you can just download it for free. It's not going to be a high resolution image. So you can do a standard PNG. The thing with the standard PNG is it's not a true PNG. It is going to have a white background to it. It's not a true PNG. Now, if you go down here to high quality PNG, JPEG, SVG, PDF, HTML, because you can animate these. Basically, just means that when you click on them and go over them, they will move. So you can do that with your HTML. All right. So I'm going to just because I actually want them all to change again. There we go. All right. So you can pay for them. I'm going to actually set mine up right now. I'm going to do SVG. You can do PNGs. If you have a lot of little things and your computer is not that great, you may want to do a PNG. But if you do an SVG or a PDF, you can go in and change stuff. Remove something, change it, anything like that. You can do that in Silhouette Studio. But of course, you have to have Designer Edition or above in order to be able to open up the SVG. If you don't have that, you'll just do a high quality PNG so that it comes in as a better quality. So I'm going to go SVG. Of course, it's going to ask me which one I want to do. I'm going to, that's not the cost of that. Hold on. Let me go over here because I was paying $15.99. Let me just go PayPal, and pay, because there's another one. Not here. I'm going to bring this over so you can actually see the pricing. I don't know why it doesn't show up over there, but if you go pricing, see there's one where you can do the 10 downloads is $15.99. I don't know. What was it saying on there? Yeah, I didn't even give you the 10 downloads on here. It went 1, 5, 25 and then 100. So you can do the 10 downloads for $15.99. These never expire. If you feel like you're going to design a lot of word art, you may want to get an unlimited plan. You can download however many you want. So if you are a person who wants to have, like, you design something, you want the SVG version, the PNG version, the JPEG version, the PNG version, you may want to do an unlimited plan because you can download as many as you want. With this one, if I download an SVG and then I download a PNG, it takes away 2 downloads. All right, so let's go back. Where is my, okay, there it is. So let's exit out. So I'm going to go download and I'm going to download the SVG. Hey, I have, am I not logged in? All right, so I'm going to save this. So I'm going to go save because I have no idea why. Oh, let's go HS Ink bookmark. And then save. And then, yes, I'm going to rename to HS Ink. It has been successfully saved so that I can go back. No, not back there. That's okay. I can just go back here. Did it not process my thing? So let's go to purchases. Oh, it didn't process it. All righty. Why did you not process? It did not process. I don't know why. It did not process. I was wondering why it still was trying to charge me. Hold on. I'm going to go to pricing. I'm going to go here. It better not charge me twice. I know that much. I'm being real mad if it charged me twice. Oh, yeah, it definitely going to charge me twice. Oh, no, because I don't think I got to this screen. Okay, so pay now. And then I'm going to go to, Okay, now I have been charged. All right, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go HS Ink bookmark. It's going to save it how it was for me. Now I can go download and download the SVG. Bam, it's there. I have 9 downloads left. If I go in and I download this as a PNG, it's going to take away another one. Or if I want to see it a different way, I can visualize. Ooh, that is some kind of crazy. All right, so I'm going to do that one, download. Not standard. I want to download a high quality PNG. And if I wanted to save this but keep the other one, I have to change the name of this. So I have to come up here and put bookmark 2. And then when I go to save it, it's going to ask me, am I going to overwrite the original bookmark or want another one? I want to save this as a new one so that I still have my, my one that is how the first one was, but I want to go back in there and make any changes to it. So now this is a SVG and a PNG. I'm going to take the PNG and drag it over to my silhouette icon, pull this up here, and this is how this comes in. And I'll show you how the other one, so this was a regular, this was the other PNG. So you see how small that comes in? And if I stretch this, it's not bad, but it see like there's a big difference between this one and this one. When it's smaller, it's not like too bad, but there is a significant difference. Of course, this came in really, really big. We're going to shrink this down. And we do have our 2.2 by 7 here. So I'm going to put a red line color and remove the fill color. Send to back. Place that right there in the corner. Stretch this out to fit right into my template. And select them both. Go over to modify and crop. And so now it is my 2 by 7. If I bring in the SVG file, open, and I'm going to go to my downloads right there. Go down to my SVGs. And HS Ink bookmark. So now with this one, it's going to automatically come in to where I can ungroup it. And everything now is its own separate word or basically shape. Oh, hold on. Why are you acting all crazy? Let's not do that. Is it attached to something else? All right. So let's group this first. I need to resize it. There we go. So I'm resize it first. And then I'm going to ungroup it because what I want you to see is there are all of these unnecessary layers to this. And so I can now have this where it doesn't have a background. I can decide what color background I want back there. So if this was going to be a blue, or that's kind of weird for that one, purple, pink, green, can't really see it, but you're able to change that because it is a vector file and everything has its own separate one. So depending on how detailed you want to get, this right here, okay, I don't like the way that is. It's easier to change it in Silhouette Studio, especially if you have Designer Edition or above, because you just use your properties dropper and sample a color. And it's much, much easier to change colors around once you have, like, especially when you know how to use this properly. All right, so you can change up stuff like this, and then just select it all and group it back together. And I can lock this. I'm going to make my width 2, enter, and my height should have gone exactly to 7. It's not quite 7, but that's okay. I'm going to copy that one, bring that back over yonder, and paste. All right, so I have that one. And if I wanted to use my, I'm just going to put a box and make this one again, 2.7, enter, hold down. I'm going to make that one white, hold down shift, select here, and center them. Send this to the back. All right. So I can do that and group it. And so I have my white fade here. I'm going to, let me duplicate this in front. I'm just going to weld it all. All right, because I needed a white one. All right, my white fade. I'm going to go File, Merge, and it can be any color fade. Mine is under this one. We're going to come up here and type in white fade. And I'm going to double click on that. It's going to come here. If I want that at the bottom, pull that, I want it to be a little bit taller, bring that there. I'm going to take this one here, which I'm going to make it a different color, bring that to the front, remove the color, hold down shift, click on the white fade and crop. So now that kind of fades off. I'm going to take my drip and put that here, probably make it a little bit smaller on this one, or I don't have to use it at all. I'm going to take my, this is kind of what I use on everything. It just kind of talks about our paper. It's not just the ink release for me. It's the release in 30 seconds, no bleed out, lower temps, 3-minute oven tumblers. Please believe the hype. It honestly speaks for itself. So I can put that there. So if I wanted to use this like as a promotional item, and then I'm going to go here and put in shop.silaholics.com. Or I can use a QR code that they can scan and go straight to the website. That works also. So you're able to put whatever you want on this. And let's go to lemon milk and black. And shrink this down. Oh, that's lemon milk light. I don't want that one. I want the darker one. All right, so this one technically is ready to go. So this is one that I'm going to do. So we're going to group this. And I'm going to do one more just to show you how to use images and how you, even though they're PNGs, how you would trace them. Let me turn off this light because I can't see anything past this light. Any questions though, before I move on, like tracing out these feathers of style images? Are there any questions on the word art? No, so I was using the free. So, oh, okay. I may have missed this. Are you using a version of word art that you pay for in order to add fonts and colors? So yeah, when I was doing all of that, I hadn't paid for it yet. You can change, you can add fonts, change colors in the free version. You only pay for being able to download the high quality version. But as far as bringing in the words, changing the fonts, changing the colors, you can do that just on the site. Paying for it only affects the quality of the final one that you download. Okay. Any questions on word art? All righty, new questions. So I'm going to, ooh, that was something else. These images come in with really big boxes around them. So this is earrings, really big box, and then we have a box around this. You want to trace and detach. So we're going to go over to the trace tool, place our box around it, increase our threshold. Once it shows it's able to increase, there we go. So we're going to increase our threshold until all the edges are masked in yellow, and then hit trace and detach. Because I'm not cutting this directly. If I was cutting this directly, like I wanted to do this as a bookmark, like just her, I would have to go in and do my method for taking out the middle, but you can check out my video on Silaholics Anonymous's YouTube channel on how to remove that inner part so that it will cut. I'm going to do the same thing for the hair up here. And let's increase our threshold. I like to take that all the way up. And this, I'm going to do a trace, not a trace and detach, because sometimes if you just do a trace and detach, you might lose some of those kind of like transparent areas. So I want this one to be just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go over to the offset. I'm going to put a really small offset on it just to make sure I don't lose any of my transparent areas. Hold down Shift, click on the image, go over to modify. Make sure I can't see around my monitor. And then I'm going to crop. So now my box is only that big instead of that really big box that will affect how you can select things. Same thing with this. I'm going to zoom in. Now with these, you can just kind of crop around them because there are some white areas in here that may not pick up. So for this one, I'm just going to make duplicates. I'm going to put a box right close to this rather than do a trace and detach because of those like white flares. And then we have to put one on this side. Oops. And that's why you want to crop it down. You can never see that line, but like, see, this is how big that box is. So if I was trying to move something else over here, I'm going to end up moving it. You want to cut it down. So we're going to select that and crop. So you did it again. Select this and crop. So now it's a smaller one. And then I can put this here because she didn't come with earrings, but now I can give her earrings. Feathers of Style now has these where they have a lot of different like wigs and things like that. So I like to play around with the ones and like just give them different hairstyles, kind of different from how Feathers of Style has them on her site, and that just customizes them. I want to make these earrings a little bit smaller. And I'm going to rotate this one some. And then this one. And I'm going to send it to the back because it's supposed to be from the side. So I'm going to send that to the back. And then for her hair, of course, this one is too big. It looks kind of crazy. I always like to mix and match them from different sets. So we're going to rotate this a little, actually, and also flip it horizontally because you can tell that this was like the bang part and her face is facing that way. So we're going to shrink this down some, kind of position it. That's a little bit too high. So I'm going to rotate it a little bit more. That kind of works. I can pull it out just so that the hair is not right on her eyebrow like that. And so now I've completely changed her look. Other little gem, you know, if you never use your image effects, I can change the color of her hair. So I'm going to go in and actually take some of the color out. So I'm going to make it where it's going to get darker. So now it's like black. So this is kind of a 1B about here. It's not jet black. Bring it back, make it like a 1B. Okay. And I'm going to hit apply. So I'm done with her and I can select it. and group it together. Okay, and shrink her down. Ooh, let's put you back over here with your hair, girl. Okay, wait, something is not, oh, I didn't group any of these together. Okay, so let's group that together. Select this, hold down shift, and group this together. As you can, I'm not going to show in this one. You will have to take my mini switch up. Although actually with this one, I really can show it because I didn't do anything. Now this one is a little bit different where her clothes didn't change, but I made her a little bit darker. I always feel like the feather style girls, they're not dark enough for me. So you can change. I'm going to ungroup. White and blacks don't change. So I'm going to click on just her, right? We're going to go over to the image effects and we're going to go to gamma, make that change her skin tone a little bit there, hit apply. I'm going to come over here to saturation. So see how I'm like just changing, but see, that's also changing her clothes. There is a way to change the face and change the skin tone without changing the clothes, but y'all got to take the switch up for that one. All right, so I'm going to just hit apply. So I did change her skin tone to where it looks a little bit more like me. I always feel like, you know, some of her images don't quite look like moi, but it also made her outfit very, very bright. I'm going to stick with this one for now because it did kind of wash out her outfit, but there is a way to kind of go in and just change the skin tone. It's just a whole lot of work. All right. Oh, but I will kind of go back to her. Wait, let's group her to, well, grab all her stuff. I'm going to bring her over here. If I wanted to crop her down to this box, you cannot crop multiple images. So I'm going to bring this in front, weld it all together, and then remove the color. If I were to select this and crop, oh, she wasn't grouped to everything. Duh. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. See, they're all individual pieces. So I'm going to group her all together and then move this back over here. All right, I'm missing something, but it's okay. Just going to select it. Actually, no, I'm sorry. One color. Hold down shift, select it, and crop. See, I lose everything else. You cannot crop multiple images. You have to ungroup it and do just the one. So I'm going to undo. I'm going to ungroup this. Click on her and crop. It does pull her to the front. So with her there, I'm going to hold down shift, select the background, send it to the back so that her hair is back on top. I have no idea where her earring went though. I have no idea where her earring went. I guess I didn't bring it over. That's okay. I'm just going to replicate this one and mirror it to the left and go ahead and throw that over there. Like it's on that ear. And click on her face and her clothes and her other earring and bring that to the front. Bam. And then click on her clothes. Wait, let me see. The other earring, her clothes, and group them bad boys together. So now she is there. Her skin is popping, honey. Oh, I brought over the wrong one. That's why I didn't ungroup. Okay. So I'm going to pull this back and line it back up to the bottom. And I can make her a little bit bigger because I've already cropped it down where I wanted it at. All right. And so my little saying here, being incredible makes you inspirational. So I'm going to just put that up here at the top. Or do I want to, I think I want to flip this one. Maybe not. I don't know which way I want to do this. Let's see. I need it to stand out a little bit more. So let's do an offset. Bring that offset down closer to it. I want a little bit of space now. All right, I'm going to go apply. This is actually pretty small, so the offset looks kind of funky, but I'm about to put white on that. And actually my transparency is already down. Take that down a little bit more. Remove my line color. All right, I'm going to group that together. I'm going to do another offset, or I can use the shadow function. So I'm going to make that 0.0125. Actually 0.01, apply. Let's make that a darker gray. No line color. Push that down and over to where it is like a true shadow, just to help that stand out from the background a little bit more. And I'm going to put the HS ink up there. And of course, this can be, I mean, you can design this however you see fit. Whatever images you want to layer in, whatever information you want to put in there, you can design it however you see fit. All right, I'm just going to leave that like that for now. And these are all my fade mask. This is a gradient, which I guess let me flip this horizontally or flip it vertically. It shows up to where you have like the mixture of colors gives you a lot of orange. This right here is, the same way I cropped the white one. So I'm going to ungroup it. I cropped this one. So I'm going to ungroup. See, this is cropped to the top. Ungroup. This is top cropped in the middle. This is cropped to the bottom. So if I put this here and then this one was on top, where the colors both get kind of transparent, there's going to look like a little bit of orange, but it's not as much as this one. This was done with a gradient, and look at how much orange it is and how much purple there's there. And then this kind of eliminates that orange altogether, just in the positioning of the yellow on with the magenta. Same thing with the blue. I'm going to pull this in, and on top, I get a little mixture of purple here. But if I send this to the back, okay, hold on. I gotta take this part down just a little so I can see that white. and send that to the back. So see, that actually is giving me a little bit more purple there. But if I shrink, let's see if I shrink this down, it's not so much purple. Send to the, send to the back. So I can play around with that, but I don't have as much purple and like all those colors as here. So you can see on this one, I really got it mixed how I wanted it to be. So you can do that with the fade mask. And those are the ones on my website. This is just a regular gradient that I filled in with those custom colors. So I went from cyan, magenta to yellow, but it didn't quite give me what I wanted. So, I mean, I can always go and add another one and move the slider up, but then I'm starting to lose some of my cyan. So sometimes the fade bars just work better because of how it mixes the colors in. All right. So that's kind of a, you know, little extra for you. All right. So very, very easy, simple. Like, so just kind of, you know, kept it real simple when it came to this. Oh, I don't want the white on here, but that blue is going to look kind of crazy. Ooh, ungroup. I didn't really want the white. But then my blue is going to look crazy on that background. That's all right. Let's make that white. And this one white. Ooh, I don't like the way that looks. Never mind. We're just going to leave it as is. And the white plays off of her clothes. So let's leave the white on that one. I just don't want it around it. So there we go. And I'm leaving space for my hole at the top. All right. So very, very simple. Didn't do too much with it. You can design it however you want. So we're going to group this. Oh, I'm sorry. I know what I forgot on this one. Actually, let's do it on the one that's a little bit easier to do. Let's do it on this one. I'm going to do a rounded rectangle. So I'm going to go there and I want this to be the same thing. So 2 by 7, hit enter. I'm going to hold down shift, click here and center them both. Oops. So let's group this and center this. Because I want this one to be, oh, wait, is that the right one? No, it is not. This is the right, well, that's fine though. I can do it from this one also. So I'm going to ungroup that one that I grouped, take my rounded rectangle in this one, and I'm going to crop it down. I'm going to send that to the back. So now it's, let's round off my white fade also. So I'm going to fill that in with like a green color just so I can see. See how that rounded off, but my white fade didn't. So make that no color, hold down shift, click on my white fade, crop. So now that is faded and send them both to the back. All right. So it's rounded off now. Select it, group it. This one, I'm going to leave regular. So we're going to pull this up here. I'm going to turn on my registration marks. So 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go to my print and cut and go on, push my insets all the way out. Let's put this bookmark here. This one is rounded. So let's put this one on here as well. I'm going to fully sublimate that one. So that's going to be on a different page, but we have these two. Let me see if I can fit 3. All right, let's put this down here. Actually, if I put them in the middle, I definitely can fit all three. And you can do other stuff to arrange them, but I'm just going to do 3, center them. All right, pull it right up to this. And then I'm going to go over here to my insets. I like to have my registration marks as close to my image as possible. So I'm going to take the bottom one and pull that up until it's right before that. All right, I'm ready to print these. So we're going to go File, Print. I'm going to send it to my 7840. Preferences. I want my Adobe Art, my premium presentation paper matte. And I need to tell it to go to cassette 1 because it'll go to the rear feed, which is crazy. Okay. And then print. All right. That's going to take a little minute to print. Any questions while that is printing? Because that's a lot of stuff. It's reading what's on the page, but it's also reading all that other foolishness. So it's going to take a little minute to print. If you guys have questions, now is the time to ask those questions. My videos are always available for replay, especially this month because this is Silaholics Anonymous Crafty Business Awareness Month. But my videos are always available for replay, free 99. Just come on back to YouTube and watch it. Right after this, you can go back to the beginning. You technically can just rewind right now if you wanted to. What type of paper you print your bookmarks? It doesn't really matter. Hold on. I got a paper mismatch. 1 second. Ooh. I have several types of paper. I hoard paper from Koala, Printworks, Printery. You can use photo paper. I'm going to laminate it, so it's not going to make that big of a difference. So I don't have a specific type of paper that I use. You can print to any kind of cardstock. All right. Now, for the outline. Now, you can just laminate this as is. And then do the cut so it's like right to the edge, or you can have a little border around it. I want to have a little border around it. So I'm going to copy these, open it up in a new window, and paste them. Wait, did they paste? Okay. I'm just going to weld them because I really don't need them to be, I don't need the design part of it. I'm going to do an offset. And this will be, how wide of an offset I want around my bookmark. So for one of these, I'm going to not do an offset at all. And then the other ones, I'm going to delete these so that they are, this is going to be around it. This is not going to be around it. I'm going to cut this on my, what's those things called? My laminate pouches. I'm going to cut this on the laminate pouches. All right. And then let's also send my sublimation one. So let's take this one, copy. I need to put this on a different page. Actually, let's just go paste. I want one of the other ones also that's over here. Let's just do all 3 of them. So let's go copy and then paste. Ooh, why are we not pasting? My other one did not paste. Oh, wait, or did it? Yeah, it's over here. All right, so we're going to bring this over here and I'm going to print these on my sublimation printer. So I'm going to go to my 7720 sublimation printer, preferences, plain paper, bright white, set some more settings, have a full video on all of my settings. And then I'm going to hit OK and print. So that's going to print out. Oh, I need to create. I'm going to have to do another cut for this one. I got to create the cut, the cardstock cut for that one. No questions whatsoever? All right. They always tell me y'all don't have questions because I do a great job of explaining. I don't know which tray this is going to try and come from. Hold on, I'm trying to get this bottom one to. It was trying to pull from tray 2 and my 8.5 by 11 is on tray 1. So I need to resend that to print. So we're going to go, I'm going to move these, I'm going to spread them out a little bit. I'm going to go File, Print, and Preferences. I'm going to send that directly to tray 1. I don't know why it's pulling from tray 2, and print that again. No, the fade masks are not available in the Academy. They're just $3. They are available on shop.silaholics.com. It's on our website. I need to practice on how to use the fade bars. I brought them from your sites, just haven't tried it yet. All right, waiting for that to go so I can kind of change the cameras. All right, so that, oh, come on. All right, so that's going. I need to change one thing on here because I want this one to print out as well or cut out as well. All right. Okay, so we're going to put this on my mat and get to cutting. So let's go back over to here, new angle. I'm going to take my thermal pouches and I found my other camera. But I got to figure out a way for it to be like for it to zoom out a little bit more. But I found my other camera. All right. I'm going to take my laminate and put it right on my mat. And I'm going to tape this down. Put a little bit on the side just to make sure that it does not move. Okay. And I'm going to load this bad boy up. Hold on. My camera technically is in the way. Well, let's actually pull this over some. This is on, I think, blade of 6, which should be fine. I'm going to go back over to the computer so I can cut my laminate. Okay, something is on my, oh, it was my camera on my monitor. All right, I'm going to go to send. I'm going to change this to 6. It's kind of thick because it's the laminate. So I'm going to do it like I'm doing cardstock. So I'm going, and it needs to go through 2 layers. So I'm going to do a force of like 25, 26. My speed at about 5. I'm going to do 2 passes. And then we're going to hit send. That should cut through the first one, and then this should cut through the bottom one, prayerfully. If you find that it doesn't cut, these are kind of big too. There's no set size. I don't know why I chose 2x7. But I do know I chose 2x7 because, like I said, I'm going to work on a timetables chart for MJ, and I do need that to be a little bit bigger. But there is no set size for your bookmarks. If you find that yours is not cutting through the bottom one, you can always separate your top from your bottom and then cut them individually if it doesn't cut all the way through to the bottom one. And then also, like, if it doesn't cut through, I know it cut through the top one, I can leave it where it's at, remove the top layer, and then let it cut one more time. So we're going to see if it cut through both of them. All right, so I'm going to check it first. And it cut all the way through, so we're good. Yep, see? It cut all the way through those. All right. I'm going to unload this. Put these off to the side for now. I'm going to load my print and cut. So I'm going to put this on my mat. And look at the colors on that. This is with our Honestly Speaking pigment ink in the 7840. So still great, vibrant colors. Oh, let me turn on my laminator. Why are you not on? Hold on. All right, we're going to load this in. I can probably do the same settings for this one. This is a little bit thicker. I think I'm going to take this up to like 27. And then I'm going to go, oh, wait, wrong one. So I have to make sure that I go to my print and cut file. So we're going to go back to design and go to my print and cut file. And then I'm going to go to send, and I have to make sure that it's on cut edge, which is probably not. So once it processes all of that, they see this no cut lines are on here right now. Oh, it's still thinking. If no cut lines show up, you need to select it all and choose cut edge. And this is a lot for it to read. Because, oh, I forgot. I should have saved them as a PNG because now it's searching for all. I was trying to search through all of those SVGs. So that's like that. And it's checking connection. I need to unload it. There we go. Now it says ready. And let me reload it again. And then hit send. Hopefully it registers on the first go. Yep. Yay. Ooh. That one looked like it did not, it looked like it didn't register correctly, but it's cutting right. So it registered all right. All right, so yeah, this one was a bit thicker. Probably should have increased it a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave it on there. Oh, it was only on one pass. Okay. Oh, look at this. I didn't change this at all. When I went to my print and cut one, it's on blade of 3, force 20, speed 4, 1 pass. I didn't change anything. So I'm going to take that to 6. I'm going to take this back up to 26. My speed, I can actually go a little bit faster now. I'm going to leave it on 1 because it already did 1 pass. And I'm just going to go send. So that was my fault in not having that set. But I'm going to change this to 2 passes. Go to design. Turn off my registration marks because I need to cut these on just the cardstock. See how that cut a lot faster? It was on a speed of 3. So it cut a lot slower the first time. Okay, yeah, there we go. Go back down. And I'm going to cut this one. This is going to be for my sublimation one. I'm going to go back to send. My registration marks are off. And I put it on 2 passes. And we're going to send. I didn't change anything to it. Just turn your registration marks off. So now it will cut regular. Oh, let me also plug up my laminator. And I could do sublimation to glitter. Should I do sublimation to glitter? I'm going to do this one as a regular one, though. All right, I'm going to just pull this because where the camera is, you're not going to see everything. So I'm just going to put this on the floor. All right, I'm going to show you how this crocodile works. All right. So there are quite a few settings on here. At the top, it's 1/8. Oh, hold on. Let me bring my microphone over yonder while that's heating up. Oh, wait. Is it heating up? No, it's not. Okay. What? Oh, I was wondering why I cut off. This is a heating source. My heat press is a heating source. They can't be on the same circuit. It blew the, what's that thing called? The power strip. Hold on. I have to go and reset it and then do just this one first. All right. So this is very hot too. So the amount of voltage that it takes for the laminator is about the same as a heat press. So I can't have both of these on the same circuit, my laminator and the heat press. It blew the power surge. All right. So with this, it has 1/8, 3/16. That controls, and you can do, of course, this with anything else. And you can put just a regular hole in it too. But when you put it on one of those, you push it down. See, the hole punch comes down. If I put it on the 3/16, the bigger rod comes down. And then all the way at the top is how you set, right? So I'm going to take this back to 3/16. I'm going to make a few holes in this. All right. Here at the top is, it determines like which hole like for the top portion. So I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to rotate it to, oh, it was on the right one. I'm going to use a bigger eyelet. So like this right here is super big. Like it's kind of big. There's some that's smaller. You would take it to the smaller one. This is pretty big. So I'm going to go to the bigger one, which I see D here, but that is actually A that's there. So I'm going to put the A one down and push that back up. Then on this side, each one of these bottom pieces gives you a different finish on the back. So we're going to push this one through here. And this is the, that one is number 4. I'm going to put that over it. Oh, make sure you push this back to press it. And you push it slow so that it crimps. And then that one does it like that. It folds it in, but then this is not the greatest in the front. Then you're going to go to, I'm going to switch it to this really big silver one. I'm going to take another eyelet, put that in. And they have grommets that you can use also. There's flat eyelet. There's like a whole bunch of different types of eyelets. These just have a hole in them. I'm going to put that over that. Press it down. This opens it up. So you see how that is? It can be kind of rough, but you can press it down again. All right, I'm going to lift this up and turn it again to the black one. Put that in. Put it right over that, like a little piece. So where this is going through it. Press it slow. Release it. This curls it under. This is the one that I like to use. It's almost like having a grommet where it's kind of the same on both sides. So if I'm going to use an eyelet, I like to use that one. So that's the different finishes on those. All right. Oh, wait, there's one more. My bad. Oh, yeah, duh, Shakia, you did punch 4 holes. Duh. I got to the one that I like and I was ready to stop. And that one is actually a tighter one. Actually, no, that's the one I like. That one is a bit tighter. The difference between these two is what it looks like in the front. This one has more of a raised area. It's not really super flat. This one is flatter to the paper. This one is super flat to the paper. This one is a little bit raised. This is, you see the full eyelet in the front and you can really feel it. This one, a little bit, this is almost into the paper, but look at also how it does the back. So this one is my favorite because it's not sticking too far out, but they both give me kind of the same finish on the back. All right, so that's a quick demo of that, so I don't have to go through it when we do the other one. So I'm going to move my laminator up some. All right. Let me grab my pieces here. So this one that was oversized, I'm going to sandwich this right in between it. This kind of has like a static cling. So once I kind of place that in there, it's not going to move around too much because it has kind of like a static cling. I can see even trying to move it. I'm going to put it down on here. And it's better if I put something colored underneath it so that I can see. Oh gosh, hold on. And then rough side, just line them up. Oh, goes the other way. All right, so I'm going to keep that one. I need to grab a piece of copy paper so that it doesn't get caught in there. Let me grab 2 sheets of copy paper. Now, I technically can push it through just like that. Sometimes it can get caught. So I don't always like to do it, but you technically can. If you're very, very careful, and depending on if yours is not like malfunction, you can technically push it through just like that. But I'm going to put it in between, or it's not even like so much the 2 sheets of paper. I can kind of do it on the one. It's just to keep it from catching on the bottom. So I'm going to put this here and let it catch and push it through. All right, I'm going to do this one where it is the one that's right to the size. And where did all my prints go? Yeah, see, mine is getting caught. Shoot. I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. It's coming out the top, and I let it ride out. It's coming out the top. So I'm just going to let it finish and let it ride out the top. But that's not where it's supposed to come out from. It just got caught. So it's going to curl it, which kind of sucks. And my paper is bunching up, though. Okay. I'm going to try and get out the paper because that bunched up. It's not supposed to come out the top of it like that. But now it at least is laminated. That's why I like to cover both sides. My lip in the back is kind of weird. So I'm going to put this, I'm just going to sandwich it back in like this. And I'm going to send that back through. And make sure that it doesn't get caught on the back as it's coming out. I don't know why it got caught. You're getting caught again? What the heck? What's wrong with my laminator? Look, Meek, you cost way too much money to be acting crazy. Oh, the back is broken off. Oh, it's a whole gap through there. Okay, it's caught on something. Oh no, what's wrong with my Mink? Oh gosh. All right, let's reverse it. Oh wait, it's too far in. It's not going to reverse. All right. I have a gap in my Mink and I don't know why. And now it's stuck. Let's see if I can get it to reverse. But I think it's too far in to reverse. Okay, no, it is going back through. Enough for it just to straighten out. What is wrong with my Mink? I got a whole hole in this. Oh, come on. Seriously? Oh, and I just broke off the paper in there. I'm going to have to use my heat press. All right, let's see if I can get that to come out. How in the heck did I drop it? I probably dropped it. I didn't realize that it was messed up. It's a whole gap right here. All right, so now it's feeding out. At least it's not stuck. All right, I got to see how can I fix this because the lip on here, it's a whole gap right here and it keeps getting stuck. So this one is all messed up, but at least it's laminated. All right, I'm going to have to watch this as it goes through for the next one. All right, let's grab this one. And it has little pouches too. But those things are expensive to replace. So this is the one that is the same exact size. I'm going to put this one down and line this up. Now this one, because it's not touching the other laminate, it's not going to have as much of a cling. So be very careful with this one. All right. And maybe I just had this part sticking out too much. So let's pay attention as it's coming out this time. Make sure that it doesn't grab. All right, it cleared it that time. And then my last one that I'm going to do, I'm going to laminate just the cardstock in between them. And I'm going to sub this one. But I had to wait for the heat press to turn back on. Oh, I can probably use my easy press because this is only 7 inches. So I can probably use the easy press for this one instead of waiting for the heat press to turn back on. That wasn't hot enough for this. I don't think that was hot enough for this one. Oh, actually, I had it on back. I had the top one on backwards. The bottom one stuck. I had the top one on backwards, so it stuck to this. But it would laminate and laminate the top. All kind of technical difficulties. I'm going to probably just cut another piece of laminate for that. Let me make sure I got this the right way. Okay, rough side. Okay, I did have it wrong. This is the rough side. You know what I've never tried to do? I've never tried this with the laminator. I wonder if this will get hot enough to sub this. I've never tried that. I'm going to cut another piece of laminate so I can try it in the laminator. I'd never thought to see if you could sub it while you laminate it. That would be kind of cool if you could. So let me line this back up because I was running my trap and it was off. I never thought to do that. Has anyone ever subbed with their laminator? Do you know if it gets hot enough? I mean, because that sucker is pretty hot. And then since our paper sublimates at 365 degrees, I wonder, oh my gosh, I really want to test that out. I think I want to test it out before I do the easy press. I really, really want to test that out, y'all. Like okay, I think I'm going to test it out now. I'm going to grab the heat tape and I'm going to grab my sub print because I want to see if this is hot enough to sub. Ooh, that's going to be so, ooh, man, if that works. All right. Oh, this I have to cut down all the way to size. My bad. Because it's going to fit right on there. If I was on the heat press, I probably would have laminated this first. Or maybe I should still do that. Laminate it first and then put it back through with the sub print on top. Because normally I laminate my cardstock first and then I sub to it. So maybe I should do that with this one also. And I can't even see if you guys are commenting to say you have or have not used the laminator to sub. Oh my gosh, I picked it up and it moved. Shakia, you got to stop fiddling with stuff. All right, I'm gonna put this back in here, push it back through, hold my little thingy back here just to make sure it doesn't catch. All right, that's through. I think the higher the number, the higher, I forget how this works. I forget if the higher the number, the higher the temperature, or the higher the pressure. I think it's the higher the temperature. So I'm going to take this up to a 5 once it comes out. So I think that's going to make the temp, yeah, because it blinks for it to get that hot. So I'm going to take it up to its highest temperature. Okay, so this is laminated. We're going to take this and put this right on top where the paper is. I'm going to take my heat tape and tape that down. Wait, is the heating element on the top or the bottom? Or is it on both? I don't remember. We're going to see, though. Ah, I should have taped it on both sides. It moved a little bit. That might be too fast, though. Paper works fast, but I don't know if it works that fast. That's going through pretty fast. I may have to put it through again. And I wonder if I should have used the tacky paper, because that was pretty fast. Yeah, that didn't sub. So I'm going to turn it over. This side seems to be hotter. If I turn it over, I wonder if, oh, it started to sub. Ooh. Okay, let's see if I put it on this side. Because I don't remember if the heating element is on the bottom or the top. Like the hottest heating element. I mean, our paper works fast, but this is going through pretty fast. I think I'm just going to turn on the easy press and do it that way. Oh, it got stuck, y'all. Ah, I was holding it in the wrong spot. It got stuck. Dang it. Reverse on. Let's see, was it all the way through? No. All right, let's reverse it out. We're going to have to do another cut of laminate because it got stuck. I can't tell if it started to sublimate though. It was worth a try. I mean, it seems like it's somewhat, but not really. So we know that it can't, the laminator is not hot enough for it. Actually, it seems like it's hot enough. I just don't think it presses long enough for it to sublimate. But that was a good kind of experiment right there. All right, I'm going to grab an easy press and plug that up. Is this one big enough? Yes, it is. All right. Let's do the easy press to sublimate it. And I'm going to cut some more laminate while this heats up. All right, this is heating up. I'm going to put this on the floor so that I can cut some more laminate. One, to replace the top of this one, and then two, to sub the other two pieces that I have. So let's put that over there. This over there. Oh, well, I guess I can, just in case you can't stay for the rest of it, this one, at least the back was laminated. I'm going to go ahead and pop a hole in this. Now, you can just put a hole. It can be either I'm going to make sure that this is centered. That's too far. You can do just a regular hole and put a tassel on it or ribbon. I'm going to go to the bigger hole because I'm going to put an eyelid on this. And I'm going to turn this back to the black one. That's the one I prefer for this. Take it back up to the press. Place that over it. Gently push that down. And this is done. And so you can, and it keeps it from, because it's just paper, it keeps it from like tearing it because you have the eyelet. So it won't put so much pressure to rip your bookmark. Of course, I was going to put laminate over this, but there's that one. Okay. And just as soon as this one heats up, we'll be able to do, oh wait, I had another one. So I actually don't have to cut another laminate. We just have to wait for that to heat up. We do have this one. Wait, is this two parts? Yep. All right, so we have this one. I'm going to, where are my sub prints? All right, I have a rounded one. So let's do the rounded one. I actually wish I could have had the laminator on because I could have laminated the paper first and then just use the easy press to sub it. All right, so that's ready to go. Let me grab a pad. Where is my pad? I don't know. So I'm going to grab the one off of my heat press. A regular heat press, of course, would work better. You got to give it a lot of pressure. All right, so that part is done. Now I'm going to take my print. And this is how I would have done it, like just with the heat press. I'm just going to turn this over and line up. But, you know, when I put it there the first time, it wasn't laminated. So I'm going to line this up with my print underneath because I can see the paper and where the edge is. I'm going to put a little piece of heat tape at the top and bottom. And if I was doing multiples of these, like if I had to do sub, I wouldn't cut them down. So I would position them on the paper and then take all of my laminated sheets and just tape it down to one big 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17 or 13 by 19 page. Press them all at one time. I would not do these one by one. So we're just going to turn that over. Press this 365 degrees, 45 seconds. With the easy press, I do like 45 seconds. Hopefully all of it was under there. I'm going to put it underneath here so it can cool and get flat. I'm going to do this one. This may have a little bit of ghosting because, of course, we did that through the laminator and some of it did start to sub. So there might be a little bit of ghosting on this one. Heat press would work better to make sure everything is nice and smooth. But the easy press works also. All right. I'm going to mark the center of these to make sure that, well, you know, you can be very precise and mark the center. I want to press the back of this to help even that back. I push it back the other way. And I think it was probably hanging off. So that just pressing it the other way. Just make sure it's nice and flat now. And then this one. Woo, that's hot. This mat is hot. Uh-oh, I can't see. And where is the printed one? Wish I could have done this one with the, I guess I should probably cut. Oh, you know what? I'll cut it by hand. I'll just put a piece of laminate through there. Where did my lamination sheets go? Just so that we can see that one fully laminated. Move this. Let me grab my pouches. Actually, where's my pin in here? That one is a bit thicker. That's a 5 mil. So it'll come out a little bit thicker. So this is the pin and gear one, and it is 5 mil. The other one was 3. Where is that at? Oh, right there. 5 mil. The other one was 3 mil. So this is going to be a little bit thicker of a laminate. And as you can see, I can use this one. I do the same thing. If I did it a contour cut, I cut through it. Make that offset, cut that contour cut. But I can actually use this. All right. Yeah, I might as well. I have one more sub print. I'll sub the last one to glitter. What happened to the other one that was subbed and that was laminated on the back, but not the front? All right, because I need to use to curve this one. So, all right, let's see. put this in here. Doesn't really matter where this is because I'm going to cut it down. And let's put you back in here. Our little makeshift pouch. Oh, wait, it's in reverse. So let's go forward. And I got to use my little tongue depressor to make sure that it doesn't get caught as it's coming out. All right, it's out. But you can see the difference. This was a regular print. So this is the regular print from the computer, from my Pigment ink printer. This is the sub print. So these two are exactly the same. This is from the computer, from the Pigment ink printer. This is from the sub printer. To me, normally my sub ones come out more vibrant, but this actually is more vibrant in this case because I think I can see the yellow. On camera, this looks better than this one. All right. So with this one, I'm going to cut it down. You can see the edging around it also. If you want to cut around that edge that it creates, if you want to keep it really thin, you can cut around that. And that actually also forms a corner. I'm going to go close to this and I'm going to use my corner punch. And you don't have to do as big of an offset that I did with the machine also. You can kind of do a small offset also. And then let me grab my corner punch. I just showed it to y'all. Where did it go that fast? I just showed y'all the corner. Oh, it's over here. I was like, wait a minute now. I just showed the people the corner punch. So you have this, you open the guides. That's where you put your paper in at, right? So you open that all the way up. One is a tight curve, and the other one is a wider one. All right. So we're just going to put this in here. And this is going to be the one that's like, it's going to barely see, like it's right there, like a little small thing on that one. And this, the guides, just kind of rest it right in the guides. Can't mess that up. And then just punch it. So now it's rounded. This side does a deeper one. So we're going to put it in the guides. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Come off. I didn't give it enough force. So let's just get the rest of that off. There we go. And then, oh, look, even that shape. That's like the, what's that thing called? The luggage tag that came from Glow's Custom Creations. I like the one that was rounded and then straight and then rounded and then straight. This reminds me of that. So I'm going to put this side in and, oh, come on. That side doesn't want to pull. So now, if you don't have a cutter you can still round yours off by just having a corner punch. And we can just leave this one as a regular hole. We don't have to put an eyelet on it. So that can just be like that without the eyelet. And then you'll just put your ribbon or tassel on there. All right, we're going to do, since I have this last sub print, let's go ahead and sub this glitter cardstock with an easy press. Grab me a little piece of butcher paper here for the bottom. Cut this off. Now, this is flimsy. I would recommend either putting, like matting it and gluing them together. You can also put the thicker laminate to the back to make it a bit stiffer. So we could do that also. Just put laminate on the back side. It will still stick to it. Because this is a, oh, wait, did I cut that too short? Oh, just right. All right, so we're going to flip that over. And we're going to sub that 365. I'm going to make sure I am fully covering this. 45 seconds. I like this one. It has like this little vibration that will also help push the sub ink down. So if I hit the one, it vibrates a little. That can sometimes cause shifting. I don't do it often, or I just kind of do it like a little bit, just like if I want to make sure that it actually, the sub ink got all down in there. Towards the end, I normally turn it on. Just to make sure, especially something like the glitter, it's a little bit coarse. Not sure if I have enough pressure. I'll give it a little hit with the vibration just to make sure. All right. So yeah, I could have done a little bit more. Probably should have hit it with the vibration at the end. I have some black that could have come off a little bit better, but that's still quite nice. And then for this, because I don't know where the edge is, I would then use, once again, we are memory keepers. I got a lot of their stuff. All right, back on up, Heidi Swap. We done with you. All right, I'm going to pull this back, tilt that down a little bit there. I'm going to cut off this end right at the top. Then I know it's supposed to be 2 by 7. So I'm going to take this end, put it at the 7-inch mark, cut that off. My side here, I'm going to put this and I'm going to line it up close to the edge, making sure it doesn't cut anything off. And then I know that this should be 2. So I'm going to line it up to the 2 to make sure that now it's straight. Now it's a 2 by 7. And this can be an economy one. So if you don't want it to be stiff, let's say you just want to create some promotional stuff. You don't have to laminate it. You can just have this one and it can just be something that's promotional. I mean, this is not super, super flimsy. It's still very nice. It's glitter. So you don't have to laminate. You don't have to mat it and make it heavier because you can use this as your economy version. So if they want like a really, really good one, you have it laminated where it's a little stiffer. It has a little bit more weight to it. This is going to last a lot longer, but they want an economy version. You just do this and you don't do anything else to it. All right. But I am going to give this one a eyelet. An eyelet. Provided I can figure out what I did with them. Oh, they're back here. And I put that inside the top. Press that down gently. And it now has an eyelet. And you can put a tassel, a string, or anything like that on there. So I'm going to go over to the other camera, show all of these, and we are done for the night. Did y'all enjoy that one? Great for back to school. That's a great way to personalize items so they have their own personal bookmarks. Hopefully it will encourage the children to read. Uh-oh. Got to turn the backlight off so it doesn't blind y'all. All right. So here they all are. These two are with regular, no. This is Sublimation. This is straight from my pigment ink printer. This is Sublimation. And this is Sublimation. And then this is the one that we did with the corner punch, no eyelet. And then these have the eyelets on them. And as you can see up close, what those look like. So it's almost like having a grommet, but it's not two parts. She says, I need a video on all your supplies. You have the weirdest machines. Really, Mom? She says, I really like the ink drop one. Yes. I got drip for sale. I got drip for sale. I can tell this month will be filled with beautiful crafts. Tell a friend to tune in. Oh, yeah. I wasn't even over here. And I need to eventually go. Now, if it gets too far in and it's past the rollers, if you go reverse, it won't come out. It'll roll back over the rollers. So you have to do the reverse before it gets past that roller. The eyelet one is a We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. All craft stores have this. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Big Bite. So it says Crocodile 2, but the box will say Big Bite. But this is the We Are Memory Keepers one. It was on 3. Yep. have to laminate to size. I can't wait to get the 7210 to use the ink, but I'm going to be using the paper this week. Awesome. Very informative as always. So yeah, y'all hung out with me for 2.5 hours today. I didn't realize it was that long. So that's our bookmarks for today. So I really wanted to do these, but I had to throw something in there. I've been wanting to use her in the white. So yeah. Thank you for the great ideas. I will make them as promotional items. Yep. Just what I was saying, list of supplies. Yeah. So I will definitely do that. I'll post it on so just come back to the video and I'll post it as far as this. Any laminator will work. So you don't have to use the mink one. Any laminator will work. So if you have a Scott's one, you have any laminator, just use that. Or you can do it in your heat press. So you don't have to just go out and get a laminator. You definitely can do this in your heat press as well. I like this glitter one. Y'all know I like glitter. All right, so thank you guys so very much for joining me and tuning in. I was actually going to put tassels on here, but I forgot to grab them. So you can also do ribbon, which, do I have ribbon somewhere around here? I got fishing wire down there. I don't have a piece of ribbon over here. I'll do a separate video and show how to just put the ribbon on there, but it's real easy. I was hoping I had a piece, but I don't. I don't have a thin piece of ribbon. I actually meant to use my tassels and my baker's twine. I'm searching. I don't see any ribbon at my desk. Nope, no ribbon. I could use a rubber band though. Can I get this rubber band through here? This is a pretty big rubber band. We use this to push it through. So when I do the ribbon, all I do is go like this, and then you'll take the end and pull it through. So this will be like your raw end, or you can tie and then just pull it through like that so that it's on there like that. That's how I do the ribbon, and loop it through, and it'll stay like that. Yeah, you can use these same techniques. You can use the same techniques to make notebook covers. I lost my whole train of thought. Baker's twine is basically like, gosh, now that, ooh, I think is over here, my baker's twine. Hold on. Me and all my washi that I never use. It's just colorful twine. It's not the brown one. Yeah, I don't want to fall. Oh, where are you? Oh my gosh. I don't want to fall down. All of my embellishments, but I can't find what I want. Oh gosh. But it's basically colorful twine. Instead of it being like the brown one, it's colorful twine. You can get it from the Dollar Tree. I don't see it in here. It's probably in one of the drawers down there. Ooh, I should have done one where I printed it on the laser printer and put foil on it. HS Ink Day. Y'all remind me. I just thought of something else I can do on HS Ink Day. I'll do one and I'll print part of it with the laser printer so that I can put foil. I've never used my foil quill pens either. Probably need to use those. But I'm going to print it on pigment ink, and then I'm going to send it through the laser printer just to print black in certain areas and then put foil over it. That's going to be nice. She said, I was thinking baking a cake. No. Go ahead. Order some more paper, girl. We have it in stock. Our shop is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All orders that come in by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time go out the same day. After that, it goes out the next day. So definitely go on the site, place your order. UPS is a little bit more reliable than USPS, but that is up to you. You choose which shipping method works best for you. I heard my mouth is so dry. No, will not be. My husband made salmon. Honey, I'm going to go eat. My husband made salmon tonight, so I'm going to go eat. We'll not be doing that tonight. No. All right, but thank you guys. Oh, use the paper that you sent. Okay, I will do that. Well, I don't control the delivery, so that's great on them that they deliver even faster because we don't control the delivery, but we definitely ship out fast. And you can get all of that from, like, what I'm referring to is our website. shop.silaholics.com. Don't forget, if you made purchase before, you have rewards points. Click on rewards. Click on ways to redeem, and then it'll say redeem right here. You click on that, move the slider. It's going to give you a discount. It's going to give you a coupon code. And then when you go to checkout, put that coupon code in. And if you're using PayPal, you will go to, I think once you hit PayPal, once you go back to the main screen is when you can put in your coupon code. And you'll be able to put that in. All right. So don't forget, if you've made purchases, use your rewards points to save you on some coins, and you'll still build more rewards points from that purchase also. So shop.silaholics.com for that that paper that allowed us to sub with the Easy Press. Beautiful colors, 365, 45 seconds with an Easy Press, y'all. Easy Press. You can actually use 350 on the Easy Press. Like if you have the original Easy Press, our paper is great for those who have the original Easy Press because you can go down as low as 350. You just have to press it for a little bit longer. All right. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, I'm going to switch the days. So tomorrow will be 3D boxes, and we'll do the explosion boxes on Friday at 12 p.m. And then tomorrow at 7, it will be 3D boxes. All right. So it's going to be like a couple different ones, like pillow boxes, some other, like it's a couple different boxes on that one. All right. So until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. And oh, I almost forgot. If you do any of these crafts or you just want to support the entire month, use the hashtags. Hashtag SACM for Silaholics Anonymous Craft Month 1 for our first year doing this. SAC, BAM, Silaholics Anonymous Crafty Business Awareness Month, or hashtag TPTM, the professor taught me. And if you're using any of our products, you should always be using the hashtag Incredible. All right. Until next time, have a great one, guys. Peace.